Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. This is Razali. We meet again in our online class. Hi, how are you? I hope that everybody is listening, is in good shape. Okay, today we will continue our online class, still in chapter 1. Today we will discuss about switching network. Okay. In previous class, we have discussed about topology or network architecture. Today we will continue in the topic of switching network. An internet is a switch network in which a switch connects at least two links together. A switch needs to forward data from a network to another network when required. The two most common types of switching network are circuit switching and packet switching. So you have two types, circuit switching and packet switching. First is circuit switching. In a circuit switching network, a dedicated communication path is established between two stations through the nodes of the network. The path is a connected sequence of physical links between nodes. On each link, a logical channel is dedicated to the connection. The data generated by the source are transmitted along the dedicated path as rapidly as possible, as fast as possible. At each node, incoming data are routed or switched to the appropriate outgoing channel without delay. The most common example of circuit switching is telephone network. Okay, so this is the example of circuit switching. So the data from user A, in this example, you have data from user A is sent to the user E here through several nodes, okay, switching nodes. So this data going through this one, and then this one, this one, this one, and this one. So you can see here, this is the example of switching nodes. Okay, so this is the link, the connection, the dedicated link. Okay, the second one is the packet switching. Packet switching, a quite different approach is used in a packet switching network. In this case, it is not necessary to dedicate transmission capacity along a path through the network. Rather, data are sent out in a sequence of small chunks called packets. Okay, packets. Packets. Each packet is passed through the network from node to node along some path leading from source to destination. So here we have a source from user A to user D. Each packet is passed through the network from node to node along some path leading from source to destination. At each node, the entire packet is received, stored briefly, and then transmitted to the next node. Packet switching networks are commonly used for terminal to computer or computer to computer communication. Okay, so this is for computer communication. They use packet switching. Just now, in previous circuit switching, they are used commonly in telephone network. So packet switching, computer to computer communication. Okay, so figure 1.7 shows example of packet switching. What is the difference? Difference is that the data is sent in packet, in chunk of data in one packet. Okay, The next topic is protocols and standard. Protocols is a set of rules and regulations that used to manage the communication of messages. That is the rule, okay? Rule and regulation is called protocol. There are certain elements in protocols. First is syntax. Certain elements of protocols, okay? First is syntax. Syntax refers to the structure or format of data. It means the order in which the data are represented. Biasanya syntax is related to programming. Sometimes you use syntax error when you do programming. Okay, that is syntax refer to the structure or format of the data. The second is semantic. Semantic refers to the meaning of each section of bits in the data. The second is semantic. Third is timing. Timing refers to the two criteria when the data should be sent and how fast it can be sent. So when the data will be sent and the speed, how fast it can be sent. That is about the timing of in the protocol. The second one is standard. A standard provides guidelines to manufacturers, vendors, government, or other service providers to ensure that kind of interconnectivity necessary. Two most popular standards are D factor and D Joe. Okay, this is the term D factor, D Joe. D Joe standard is the standard that has been legislated by an officially recognized body. The factor standard can be divided into two classes. First is, this is the D factor. D factor can be divided into two. A proprietary standard. This standard invented by commercial organization as a basis for the operation of its product, of their own products. Second is non-proprietary standard. This standard is developed by the group or committee that has passed them into the public domain. Okay, nanti throughout this class you will understand example of proprietary standard and also non-proprietary standard. Okay, standard creation committees. While many organizations are dedicated to the establishment of standards, data and telecommunication in North America rely primarily on those published by the following body. Okay, first is ISO. I think everybody has heard something about this ISO 1000, 2000, 1000, I don't know, 13,000 for many types of standards from ISO. The ISO is a multinational body whose membership is drawn mainly from the Standards Creation Committee of various governments throughout the world. ISO is active in developing cooperation in field of scientific technology and economy. That is the general description of what ISO body. Second is ITUT, International Telecommunication Union, Telecommunication Standard Sector. This Standard Creation Committee was developed in 1993 for the research and establishment of standards generally for telecommunication and especially for phone and data system. Next, ANSI, American National Standard Institute. This is a completely private and non-profit corporation, but all ANSI activities undertaken with the welfare of the US. Okay. Next is the IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. Ini yang you all mesti pernah dengar, mesti pernah terlibat lah. Apa dia ni? Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. The IEEE is the largest professional engineering society in the world. The IEEE oversees the development and adoption of international standards for computing and communication. Next is Electronic Industries Association. The EIA is also a non-profit organization created to the promotion of electronic manufacturing concern. In the field of IT, the EIA has contributions by defining physical connection interface and electronic signaling specification for data communication. Okay. So that's all for chapter 1. So from these notes, we will prepare some simple questions, maybe true or false, or some multiple choice A, B, C, D questions. Okay, so you can explore on your own extra information regarding this topic. So that's all for this video. We will meet again in another video later. So that's all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.